Welcome! Today we'll be talking about KSA, Kitten Space Agency. The developers of this game, Rocketworks, a development team including previous Kerbal Space Program and KSP2 developers and modders, have recently released a pre-alpha public build, links below, and I'll be trying it out today and giving my thoughts on it, starting with the clouds in this game look pretty good already, despite the super early stage of development. Planet textures for the planets that currently have them are pretty nice too. The terrain generation is really cool, and I hope they stick with its current direction as well. The lighting is nice, but it does feel like it's still an early development phase lighting. Even the fur on the kittens is not that bad, and honestly they look really cute. The sun I think would look better from a distance. It just looks like one specific white dot in the sky and nothing else, regardless of where you are, and it just gets bigger as you approach. I think it could be worked on, honestly, but again, super early stage. The rocket itself has some really cool textures, and I would love if they stick with the style for future parts, and even potentially give us some part texture variations. I think that would be really cool. The sound in this early build is not too bad. The only working rocket sounds alright. It could definitely be better, but it could be worse. The wind when flying through an atmosphere is really cool, and I really love that little touch they added. I think it's really nice, and I hope they keep it, and maybe even iterate on it further. The RCS thrusters sound very good, actually. I think that is definitely the best sounding thing in this game so far. There are not that many other sounds apart from the soundtrack in the background, which is really chill, and I really do enjoy it. It really sounds like a space game vibe, just like ASP had. So I hope they keep something like that, maybe add some variations to it, which they had, but not too many. The UI is a bit much at first, but if you played KSP, you'll likely figure out within an hour or two what most things do. I wish the time warp was also a button on screen instead of just a keybind, but hey, stuff to change in the future I suppose. The nav ball doesn't look great, but it's serviceable. All menus look very much like each other, which isn't too great either. But everything in the screen is adjustable. You can move and resize anything how you want it, and you can even remove specific menus if you don't need or don't want them. Regardless, I'd imagine most of this is temporary and will change over time, so it's not a huge negative, I'd say. The map view is very confusing and very hard to read. It can easily overwhelm anyone, and honestly this is probably one of the things that needs the most work. There are way too many lines and visible orbits at all times, and it makes it insanely hard to navigate visually. I guess the solution would be to hide some of the orbits until an object is focused by the player, or to add some transparency to a lot of the orbits, but yeah, needs some work. The controls are incredibly simple in terms of keybinds. You have mostly WASD, Q and E for rotation, and then 2 buttons for time warp. Most other things can be controlled from the UI with your mouse. I must say I'm impressed with the amount of options on the UI to stabilize and realign your vessel relative to other things. The game also currently features maneuver nodes just like KSP, even though these are pretty simple looking, and they generally work well to make specific maneuvers. The game can also perform auto burns to execute any maneuvers you set up automatically, and has a transfer window planner which can automatically set up maneuvers to meet with specific crafts or celestial bodies. There are also options within this to optimize for either Delta V or Delta V within a specific time window, just in case you have any urgent missions. This paired with auto burn makes moving around super simple and satisfying, but these features regarding maneuvers were by far the buggiest. The maneuver planner caused a bunch of capture issues with OBS regardless of capture method, and the transfer planner lags insanely hard to the point where it might crash your game sometimes. When it comes to performance, the pre-alpha runs fine, apart from when the game is calculating transfer windows, trying to calculate your changes to maneuvers, or when time warping while burning or any RCS stabilization is happening. I left all graphic settings at default, and I'll include my PC specs in the description if you're curious, and you can also check the FPS counter throughout the video to see FPS counts as I was recording. Overall, this little pre-alpha is really exciting. I can barely believe something like this exists, knowing that this is a custom engine with custom features being worked on by experienced devs that know what they're doing. We know this game will in fact be always free and with no microtransactions whatsoever, and it is fully fan funded. If you wish to check out the pre-alpha for yourself, you can check out the links I'll post in the description, along with the link to their Discord, where they post every single development change they make to the game, because these devs are insanely transparent, and I hope you all enjoy KSA as much as I will in the future, recording it, and eventually streaming it when it fully comes out. Now that... What up? Whoa! Very nice. So yeah, I can see these are already in modular parts too. So rocket building is going to be a thing, just like SB. Yeah, looking good. I'm excited to see where this goes. Actually, this was great. And that's all I had regarding KSA for now. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really means a lot to me. We're streaming 5 to 6 days here on YouTube, so maybe pass by one of my streams one of these days. We're streaming a lot of games, and we accept suggestions, of course. I will see you all later. Have a fantastic day or night. Goodbye.